Waqt Glam illum, Gwyneth Paltrow minn attriċi għal intraprendatriċi. Insegu festival f'Chicago u l-line-up tal-artisti. Lenny Kravitz fl-aħħar jingħaqad mal-istilel fil-Hollywood Walk of Fame. Insegu wkoll l-Olivier Awards ta' din is-sena. Ir-Reġina Camilla bil-pupa tagħha minn Barbie. U nsegwu l-ispettaklu tal-Oscars tal-ġimgħa li għaddiet.
What do you see?
I see a pathway towards infinite space, connecting me with everything and everyone.
I see the energy in every action.
I see myself, but differently.
I see the world with clarity.
I see what's right in front of me.
L-attriċi u intraprendatriċi Gwyneth Paltrow bdiet is-suċċess tagħha f'Hollywood ta' età żgħira. Mal-medja qasmet waħda mill-veritajiet moħbija tagħha li hi tinkwieta ħafna u ssiba diffiċli biex iżżomm kalma. Tajt li minħabba li dejjem kienet f'lajn pubblika tinħakem minn stress qawwi fuq id-dera tagħha. Gwyneth li llum għandha 51 sena qalet li l-kollaborazzjoni tagħha fuq app ta' meditazzjoni Moments of Space huwa parti minn vjaġġ li qed jgħin lilha wkoll issib lilha nnifisha. Insegu l-intervista li tat Gwyneth Paltrow.
If you're sitting in a room, I pick a spot on the wall and I just kind of gently look at it, and then I sort of let my gaze get a bit soft. And then I start to feel the space around me. And I start to be aware of the objects, and then the objects, the space around the objects, and then the space inside me. And then I sort of go into this very soft zone. And I can still, like I'm doing it right now, and I'm still able to formulate thoughts and talk to you, but I'm able to sort of tap into this reservoir of calm. I get stressed out quite easily. I think I'm wired to get stressed out easily. So I have to work a lot to like stay calm. And, like my son will be like, Mom, it's not like, I'll be like, oh, fuck, where did I leave? Like, why did I, and he's like, Mom, calm down. It's okay. And I'm like, no, you're right. Okay. So I think what happens to all of us in this culture is we are overly responsible. Like we've piled so much responsibility on ourselves. We kind of can't do all the stuff that we think we're supposed to do. So I think we all get a bit frayed and a bit stressed out and exhausted. And so I think we do need tools to counteract that and to come back to center. I think that definitely being in the public eye is like an extra layer of stressor that luckily most people don't have to experience, because it can be very wearing. But I think I've had a lot of maturity and development around not really engaging with all of those projections. And I think definitely meditation helps with that, because, at this point in my life, like I really know who I am. I'm friends with myself, and I don't spend any time thinking about what other people think about me, because I don't find it beneficial. So anything I can do to kind of strengthen my relationship with myself is really valuable to me.
All right, very good. All right, ready, and action.
L-app li topera bl-intelligenza artifiċjali tajn lil min juża biex jimmedita anki f'momenti ta' stress matul il-ġurnata. Paltrow li tmexxi wkoll il-kumpanija Goop li tiffoka fuq prodotti u servizzi tajbin għas-saħħa qalet li ddeċidiet li tiffoka fuq il-meditazzjoni u tinkludiha fis-servizzi li toffri il-kumpanija tagħha.
And then there are repercussions, and sometimes those repercussions are stressful, right? But it's my nature. So I could never not be who I am, and I could never not say the truth or what I thought was right. or what I thought might help other people, even if it was like initially hard for people to hear or whatever. It's just me. And I'm at this point in my life, I really embrace that about myself. And it's funny because like I look back and it's like I was right about a whole lot of stuff. And like I took so much stick in the early days of Goop, and it's like, okay, now literally the whole world does and talks about everything I talked about 15 years ago, you know?
Paltrow tajt li ila ma tirreġta f'xi film għal 4 snin u staqsewa jekk hux se tkun qed tirtira minn Hollywood.
I thought could be potentially really important for changing the world.
People ask the questions when they're ready to hear the answers. So I think it would really backfire if I saw a really stressed out, frantic person and I was like, you need to calm down. You need to meditate. Like they'd be like, fuck off, you know? So I try things, and then what works for me, if someone's curious, I share the information.
Keep posing, Gwen.
It's certainly not something that I'm doing at the moment. I couldn't, not with my job here at the company. But I think I've learned at this point to never say never. You never know. But definitely could not pursue it right now. Like my day job is just way too all-encompassing.
Il-kantanti Sam Smith u Burna Boy, ex-membri tal-grupp One Direction, Neil Horan u Louis Tomlinson kif ukoll il-K-pop stars 17 huma fost l-artisti tal-line-up tal-festival Lollapalooza Berlin. Lollapalooza Berlin ħabbar dan fuq Twitter, festival li jsir fuq perjodu ta' jumejn f'Chicago fl-Istati Uniti. Il-festival se jkun qed isir fis-7 u 8 ta' Settembru li ġie. L-ikona tal-mużika Lenny Kravitz din il-ġimgħa kiseb stilla fil-Hollywood Walk of Fame. Ammiraturi ta' Kravitz, familja u ħbieb iċċelebraw dan il-jum speċjali għall-artist f'Los Angeles, li rebaħ għadd ta' Grammy Awards. Bintu Zoe Kravitz u l-attriċi Lisa Bonet u l-attur leġġendarju Denzel Washington marru jagħtu appoġġ lil ħabib tagħhom. Bi Kravitz qal li dan il-mument li huwa surreali biex issa ismu huwa mnaqqax fost il-ħafna stilel mal-art illi hemm fil-Hollywood Walk of Fame ma' qatt ta' artisti kbar li ddominaw ix-xena tal-ispettaklu matul is-snin.
I used to walk these very streets because the action and the grit that I was missing in New York was right here in Hollywood. As a teenager, I spent a lot of time walking up and down Hollywood Boulevard, seeing the names of all my idols. I never dreamt about having a star. I was usually just looking for a place to crash. But I did dream about making the music I wanted and doing my own thing. To see my name, Lenny Kravitz, permanently engraved on the same streets I used to walk is a surreal, indescribable feeling.
Bintu Zoe Kravitz tkellmet dwar dak li taħseb fuq missiera.
We've been through a lot. We've seen a lot. I've seen a lot. I've seen you change in the most beautiful ways. I've seen the way you stay the same in the most important ways. I've seen the way you show up and take care of the people you love. I've seen your incredible dedication to your art. But mostly, I've seen through your shirts. According to my dad, if it doesn't expose your nipples, it's not a shirt. And sure, it used to embarrass me when you'd pick me up from school as a kid, but I gotta say at this point, I respect it.
L-attur Denzel Washington ukoll kellu xi kliem xi jgħid fuq il-ħabib tiegħu Lenny.
He's a friend. I wrote down the definition of friend. I looked it up, Webster. A person whom one knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically exclusive of sexual relations. Well. Oh, Lord. Yes. He's more than a friend. He's more than a brother. We're twins. We just don't look alike. We've had a close brothership, friendship for, well, he'd be 7 when we met. For 30 years, when he was 7, I met him. God has blessed him with an unbelievable talent, but even more so, an unbelievable heart. He's a giver, a lover.
Kravitz qal qed iħoss li dan l-avveniment huwa biss ħolma u l-fatt li sab folla ta' nies jifirħu bih kompli tiżżejjen l-atmosfera u tagħmilha waħda speċjali ħafna. Kravitz qal li meta kien għadu żgħir kien jimxi fit-toroq ta' Hollywood u qatt ma basar li xi darba waħda mill-istilel se tkun tiegħu. Qal jħossu grat lejn il-ħajja li seta' jagħmel suċċess fid-dinja tal-mużika u li produċa u kanta kanzunetti li rappreżentaw dak li hu. Din is-sena Kravitz irċieva il-Music Icon Award mill-People Choice Awards u ġie nominat ukoll għal Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Mistenni li joħroġ album ġdid bl-isem ta' Blue Electric Light. Kravitz qal li l-album il-ġdid tiegħu jimmarka bidu ġdid u espressjoni aktar reali ta' dak li għaddej minnu bħalissa, bl-intenzjoni wkoll li jferrex l-imħabba u d-dawl.
I'm staying for good. I'll be back where I was born to live.
Dear England, I can't possibly hope to speak for an entire country, but I would like to share a few things with you as we begin this journey.
Come on, England!
Dear England,
il-musical Sunset Boulevard u l-play Dear England iddominaw in-nominazzjonijiet tal-Olivier Awards ta' din is-sena, b'nomini li se jonoraw lill-atturi u ismijiet rinomati anki fil-qasam tal-films, fosthom Sarah Jessica Parker, Joseph Fiennes u Sarah Snook. Il-produzzjoni ġdida tal-musical Sunset Boulevard bil-protagonista hija Nicole Scherzinger, illi tagħmilha bħala stilla tal-films Norma Desmond, kisbet 11 il-nominazzjoni fosthom fil-kategoriji tal-musicals. Il-play Dear England kisbet 9 nominazzjonijiet, inkluż għall-aqwa attur Joseph Fiennes, li jagħmel il-parti tal-coach tat-tim Ingliż Gareth Southgate. L-attriċi Gina McKee ukoll ġiet nominata għal Best Supporting Actress. Atturi li jisabu nominati bħala l-aqwa attriċi femminili hemm Sarah Snook għal The Picture of Dorian Gray, Sophie Okonedo għal Medea, Laura Donnelly għal The Hills of California u Sheridan Smith għal Plaza Suite. Olivier Awards huma msemmija l-attur popolari Ingliż Laurence Olivier. Is-serata se tittella fir-Royal Albert Hall f'Londra fl-14 ta' April li ġej. Min qatt kellu jobsor li Reġina Camilla se tispiċċa f'Barbie doll ukoll. Waqt attività mtella mill-Palazz Buckingham ġi żvelata din il-pupa li tixbaħ lir-Reġina Camilla. Il-pupa ġiet ippreżentata mill-membri tal-għaqda tal-karità WOW, Women of the World Foundation. Waqt il-preżentazzjoni tal-pupa Barbie, ir-Reġina Camilla bil-pupa f'idejha kienu libsa l-istess ħwejjeġ. Il-pupa ġiet żvelata f'jum il-mara. Il-fondazzjoni WOW ġiet imwaqfa 14-il sena ilu bilan li tippromuovi aktar l-ugwaljanza bejn is-sessi. Fost dawk li attendew għal din l-attività tal-Palazz Buckingham kien hemm ir-Reġina tal-Belġju Matilde u l-attriċi rinomata Ingliża Helen Mirren.
I'm just kidding. Anywhere else I'd be told. Is it my destiny to live down? just can't. So hey, check me out, yeah, I'm just kidding.
Wieħed ma jistax jinsa malajr l-Oscars tal-ġimgħa li għaddiet f'Los Angeles fejn il-film li kaxkar l-Oscars kien Oppenheimer. Dakinhar kienet memorabbli għal Ryan Gosling, protagonista tal-film Barbie, illi kanta fuq il-palk tal-Oscars flimkien mal-gitarrist tal-Guns N' Roses Slash fejn kanta l-kanzunetta mill-film I'm Just Ken. Rebbieħa tal-Oscars għal din is-sena għall-iskor oriġinali tal-film Barbie bil-kanzunetta What Was I Made For, Billie Eilish u huwa Phineas ukoll iddominaw il-palk tal-Oscars ta' din is-sena. Artisti oħra kienu Becky G, John Batiste u Losange Tribe Singers and Dancers u t-tenur Taljan Andrea Bocelli u ibnu Matteo kantaw il-kanzunetta popolari Time to Say Goodbye.
Adesso si vivrò con te, partirò.